it made me feel very sympathetic to the people who suffer from chemical imbalances in the brain, and mostly it is chemical imbalances.
Yeah, I don't think they think it's a chemical imbalance anymore, because I think they've measured like serotonin and dopamine levels. There's so many factors. There's so many factors into why someone would be depressed.
Yeah.
Some of it has to be genetic, just like mental illness. Some of it is absolutely genetic. Some of it is life circumstances. I mean, if you have a shitty job and a shitty life and shitty friends and a shitty house and a shitty neighborhood, you probably feel like shit.
I remember when I had all that, and I was depressed.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was logical depression. There was a reason I was depressed. I was newly in the world as a person out of college, so I was starting life. For the first time, I didn't have the protective guardianship of school.
Right.
Okay, so that's scary. And I was worried, am I going to be a failure in life? Here I am trying to be a comedian. Okay, that's a risky proposition. Not many people make it. I was embarrassed to even tell people, what do you do? Oh, I'm trying to be a comedian. Okay, that's funny. And I lived in a shitbox. I didn't have any girlfriends, and I had no money. And I was depressed for very good reason. No respect. I had nothing that makes people happy. When I got more of those things, I got happier. That's normal, okay? That's different than the person who has lots of great things. I mean, you read about this all the time among the show business community. And people, I'm sure, all the time say that, why is this guy depressed? He must be on top of the world.
Right.
And, no, he had to quit the tour because of mental health issues. He was depressed. People are lining up to see him in fucking arenas, and he's depressed. And it's, because that doesn't solve the problem when it's a chemical problem.
Yeah, and I think also for some people, they worship this idea of success as being the thing that's going to get them out of it, that's going to make them happy. And then they get success, and then they get accustomed to that success, and they're still not happy. And then they get really depressed, like, oh my God, I'm at the top, and it sucks.
Right. I mean, if that still doesn't fill the hole in your heart, then where do you go? You got nothing else.
Yeah, I always wonder. I mean, I think these things vary very widely. And I always wonder, like, what is their life like? What are their friends like? What's their family like? What do they do for activities? What are they eating? Are they sleeping well? Like, are they doing anything to mitigate it, to put themselves on a path, that gives them some sort of a feeling of accomplishment in life, a feeling of like, and I don't mean accomplishment in terms of like material possessions, but like you're doing something. You're getting something done.
A reason to get up in the morning.
Yeah, something that you really enjoy and gives you joy and it gives you happiness and satisfaction. There's a lot of people out there that don't have that. Like you said, we're really lucky that we have jobs that we enjoy. We love what we do. We have like, I mean, there's a reason why when someone says to you, oh, you're going to be a stand-up comedian, good fucking luck. Because most people don't make it.
No. They don't.
Most. I mean, do you remember the people you did open mic with? How many of them are still around?
I remember everybody I was in the clubs with. It was hundreds of guys.
Yeah.
Mostly guys, some women. But, I mean, back in 1980,